Hey, you and YouTubes, welcome to Developments, my 448th weekly update. I think my camera's a little crooked, but everything will be okay, I promise. As you can probably hear, my little cold or whatever it was is finally gone. I mean, I say that, but last night as I laid down, just every time I was just about to fall asleep, I got that little tickle that left me in a little bit of a coughing fit. So didn't get a lot of great sleep last night, unfortunately. Was able to sneak in. I mean, we're talking. I probably got about 4 hours of sleep last night, but I was able to sneak in about a 15-minute little nap during the day, so that was good. That helped me out. But yeah, we're almost back on schedule this week. Um, Monday was squat dominant day, we'll call it, and that day went really well. Really pushed myself that day. Actually hit some good numbers on this, that, and the other, um, and it felt good. Everything felt pretty damn good. Monday, I was still kind of feeling a little oogie. My sense of taste and smell hadn't quite come back. I think Tuesday or Wednesday was finally when I cleared the last of what was blocking my sinuses and finally got my sense of taste and smell back. But I was still feeling, other than the mild congestion up in the sinuses, still feeling totally fine. And yeah, Tuesday was pressing, and I mean, I hadn't pressed in like a week at least. And it went pretty good, honestly. It went so good that the delayed onset muscle soreness that I suffered on Wednesday, Thursday, and a little bit today was unprecedented. I mean, I've never had that kind of pain in my medial delts to the point like that much soreness to the point where it almost felt like injury. But it is just soreness because it's like it's not a pinching pain. It just feels like soreness. But that's good. I mean, I'm not complaining about that. I mean, it's kind of cool that I could get that feeling for the first time in a lot of years. In such a very specific area. And who knows, maybe it is a little bit of a, I don't want to say injury, but just a little boo boo. Just from underuse to, full bore with it. But the numbers were good on Tuesday as well. Um, Wednesday was off. And then yesterday, in lieu of doing hamstring dominant stuff because I had just done a pour that morning, about 1,000 pounds, and I was definitely feeling it a little bit in my hips and back. And I was like, you know what? Let me do pendlay rows because they tend not to irritate my low back that much, if at all. Just because it's such an explosive, much more explosive movement. Definitely feel a lot more like the lats. So I just did a lot of lat work, and then did some hammy curls, just to kind of touch everything up there and just give my low back and hips as much of a break as I could. Like, yeah, doing any kind of row with a barbell bent over is going to hit the low back a little bit, but it's in my mind. I was like, well, the time under tension is pretty low, really. And it didn't irritate my low back at all. Like, my low back feels fine, and definitely my lats and my rear delts are what feel the sorest. So, mission accomplished, I'll say. Going back to the shoulders, though, I decided to just work with dumbbells today instead of doing axle clean and press or even log like I normally would do on Fridays. Just because I was like, there's always that chance that something is wrong, and I don't want to do pressing in a confined path and do any kind of really really heavy push pressing, like, because I know me and that's inevitably what I'd end up doing. Heavy for me, I should say. So I debated between doing like the Swiss bar or dumbbells, and I settled on dumbbells because I could I could hold one arm locked out while I pressed with the other and work on my kind of stability just a touch, which that just kicked my ass and definitely got me a good pump in the shoulders too. That was the other idea. Was like I really want to be able to hit the shoulders sort of specifically, and try to get as much blood in them as possible. And so that's what I did, and it went well. This week, like I said, we're still kind of on a kind of schedule. Next week's going to be even worse because tomorrow I am leaving for one of the first vacations I've had in probably 8 years, easy. And I'll be gone from Saturday, and we'll be getting back into town on Wednesday night. I do have intentions to be back in the gym on Thursday and Friday. Friday being my birthday, so I'll be doing birthday squats then, which means Thursday will probably be an upper body day. Just to not necessarily give myself too much work, but I do plan on doing some sort of what's the word, calisthenic stuff, like body weight work, while on vacation, things like pike push-ups and air squats, mostly what do they call those, Hindu squats and Hindu push-ups and stuff like that. Planks. If I could figure out a way to set up a Nordic curl, wouldn't necessarily be a curl, it would be more just like a negatives, but something to work, a little bit of something. Try to figure out a way to work my back. I mean, honestly, if there's a door frame anywhere, I can just pinch and do pull-ups on it. At least the ones, kind of the sideways ones, I can definitely do that because my hands are good enough to hold at least my own body weight on pretty thin surfaces. So that's the plan. Not going to kill myself, just enough to keep the body moving. Probably actually do just a touch more stretching. Maybe even throw it real way back with me and do some yoga here and there. Just something to keep the body moving. I do want to enjoy myself, but I also want to make sure that I'm doing something that exerts myself just a little bit. And no idea what kind of access to the gyms we'll have down there in the Keys. So it's one of those things where I'm just going to play a little bit by ear, assume I won't have access to equipment. So just go a little bit old school and just do something to get, stuff I don't normally do anyway, just to keep me sore and just keep the body moving, especially since getting back into it this week. I don't want to have a week off, get back into it, and then take another week off. So it's just something I can get up in the morning, knock out a quick workout, do like a jailhouse prison style workout, as some people would call it. Real quick in the morning, 10, 15 minutes, but real quick, really hammer some stuff, get mildly sore the next day. That's sort of the plan right now. And then just be ready for Friday's birthday squats. Hopefully not gain too much weight on vacation. If I come back at 190, I will be happy. I'm still sitting right around 185. I fluctuate between like 183 and 187, so probably averages out to about 185-ish, which is totally fine by me. I would love to weigh that next Friday, but I'm going to try to enjoy myself a little bit on vacation. Not necessarily eat anything terrible, but I'll probably be eating more. And it, won't be the best food, so to speak. But I want to try to enjoy myself with the food, so I'm not going to hate myself too much if I come back weighing a little bit heavier, but, 190 pounds for... Really want to try to break that record this year, and I've been doing a lot more volume on squats, so we'll see if I can crank out at least 50 reps with 190 pounds. It shouldn't feel heavy on my back. As it stands right now, weight doesn't start to feel heavy on my back until I'm at the 300-ish range, which used to be in the mid threes, so things have changed, but I'm trying to get back to all of that, so it is what it is. That's the plan. I have intentions to do a weekly update next week still, and I have preloaded videos for Instagram as well, so if you follow me over there at Will Development on Instagram, there should still be videos coming out Monday through Friday. If by chance anybody watching this happens to be going to Strongman Corp Nationals and is planning on purchasing spray tacky from me off the website, obviously nothing will be going out until probably Wednesday night / Thursday morning when I get back. I'm going to put a pop-up on the website just to let everybody know about that as well, that there will be a delay in shipping for that, that time there. But it's not till October, so even if you do order it and it goes out on Thursday, you'll still get plenty of time to practice with it and decide if you like it, which you will, or not, which you won't. So yeah, vacation mode starting to activate. You can still get some workouts in even when you're on vacation. I remember I went to a bachelor party a few years back now, and none of the other guys are really into fitness at all, especially training to any level. And they thought I was insane because I was still waking up at like 6 in the morning. And before any of them would wake up, I mean, we'd go to bed at midnight, that kind of thing, and I would still wake up at 6. Like, whatever, it's fine. And just go out onto the little, they had like a sunroom at the place we stayed at, and I would just go out there and just do a quick little prison style workout, which I think was like walking lunges. And because the room was so small, I would go one way, then the other way, and the other way, and I think I would try to do like 20 reps per leg, then immediately into burpees. But I didn't do the jump part because my legs were so wobbly by like, I knew they would be wobbly by like set 3. So I was like, no. We'll just do the push-up part and the like jump, the spring from the hands to the feet, but I'm not going to do the jump part. We'll drop back and do all that, but I'm not adding a jump here because I was like, no, my legs are not going to be able to do it by like set 2. I was correct. But yeah, the lesson this week is you can still get some sort of workout in on vacation. It literally only takes 10, 15 minutes at the most. And really, if you just string together like 3 or 4 things, do like 3 or 4 rounds, you'll get burned out, you'll get sore, you'll feel better because you actually did something. So the mental part, and you'll feel better because you did something, the physical part. So yeah, just because you're going on vacation doesn't mean you need to slack completely. If you do, then what's your excuse?